Graham Waters. What do you think about Marvel tiptoeing their announcements? Do you think they're taking their time rather than bombarding us with announcements like before? Or do you think it deflates any excitement from franchises like Shang-Chi or Moon Knight the longer they wait to officially announce the follow-ups? So I assume what he's referring to here is how back 2019, 2020 investors call, Marvel just bombarded us. We're doing this, then we're doing this, 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 we're doing this. And they announced years worth of projects, and almost all of them have happened. Blade being the exception to where it's like, well, that was weird. And you kind of have to factor into this also, Star Wars announced a zillion projects, and those ones just haven't happened. A lot of those just haven't happened and aren't going to happen. There are two different studios, but they also, you can't divorce the two. They're the two big brands under the Disney umbrella, and they made announcements on like the same days at the same events. This summer, or within the last few weeks, we had both San Diego Comic-Con and we had D23 yesterday, this weekend, and not a lot of announcements really for these properties. Like, if you look at how many things were announced last night by Disney, they did updates or announcements of like 25 movies. Like, that's a lot. Or premium streaming shows. 25, that's a lot. But that's Pixar, Disney Animation, Disney Live Action, Marvel, Star Wars. Like, it's all of it. But 25. Very limited updates on their upcoming projects. Even things like Wonder Man that have already shot. No updates whatsoever. So the question is, like, what's kind of going on with that? I think it's very much kind of a, we screwed up in the past announcing too many things, combined with we are still figuring it out. We know a lot of things went wrong over the last few years. We have an idea of what some of that is, but we're also not wanting to just rush in the opposite direction. We don't want a pendulum swing. We want to slowly work through all of this. And so even things that are shot, they're done filming. No update. You think of something like Ironheart. They shot it 2 years ago. And we're just now getting another update on it. And it comes out a year from now. It's going to come out 3 years after they started filming it. That's wild. But that also kind of goes to show where they're at of like, all right, we're figuring some things out. We're reworking some things. We're moving some things around. We don't want to rush into it. I think it's very much that avoiding rushing to announce things where either you have to, just kidding, we canceled it, or just kidding, we hired a new writer for 5 years, like with Blade, or rush to get to a release date. You think some of these things, probably like Secret Invasion, they announced it, they started working towards it, and they probably realized this isn't really working, but we already announced it, so let's just try, we'll fix it in post, we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this. And they put something out that just kind of embarrassed them and hurt their brand because they announced it too soon. And so you kind of, no matter what you do, once you've announced it, you either crank it out or you look stupid. And they decided to crank it out and look stupid. And I'm pretty sure they're trying to go, okay, let's not announce things until we're confident in them. So on the back half of that, you say, does it diminish the excitement when you don't announce Shang-Chi, Moon Knight? Yeah. And I think that's one of the, you write yourself into a corner. You make enough decisions down a path where there's no good options. So if you announce too many things, there's no good options because we can't pull them off with the quality that we wanted. And then you get to a point in time where it's like, we need to announce Shang-Chi too. We need people to know when we're going to see some of these characters again, but we also don't want to repeat the mistake we just made. So I guess between the two options, it's probably better to not give an update on Shang-Chi rather than give an announcement, rush to get a release date and put out a bad movie. But you go down a path too far and there's no good options. No matter what, you're backpedaling. No matter what, you're rushing. You're trying to force something. I think that there's a lot of that kind of going on with them as they're realizing the mistakes they made. They are down the path, and there's consequences for being down the path. You can't just magically get out of the mess. You have to work through the mess.
Most of these clips are pulled from my Patreon live streams. I do about 6 live streams every single month. For $2 per month, $20 per year, you can get access to all the exclusive videos and live streams. For $5 per month, you get your name on my end card. At the top tier, you get a 30-minute video chat with me each month. The link down below in the description has more information.